That is something you have to worry about. Stop throwing C4s, man. Your C4s are so ass. Like, what is this? Look at your gridlock again. Garbage. Like, you're not actually doing anything with these things, and you think you are. It's maddening. So you've spent a minute doing nothing. I just want to point that out. You have done nothing. Do you see what's going on? Why are you not an emerald? Hello and welcome back to Spectating Nightmares, where we watch the worst players in the game play the game, aka 99% of the people that play the game, aka you. If you guys want to submit your videos or your games, and join my Discord in the link below. Today we're watching an Emerald 5, and I think the best part about watching an Emerald player is that we get to see just how bad emeralds and diamonds can be, which proves to you that if you're lower than that, really simplifying and making your game more basic is all it really takes to get to emerald. And hopefully the gameplay shows that. I mean, I haven't watched the game yet, so I guess we'll find out, but that's gonna be my guess because I'm a prediction guy and that's what's up. So we're on Chalet, we're on PC, we're watching Nick. I'm gonna call him Nick. I'm gonna assume it's Nick, and it's his second season playing Siege. Second season emerald. What's your excuse? I mean, maybe he has other games, maybe he has experience. Yap. Let's see what Nick has to offer. All right, here we are with Nick. He's a mute main. I mean, operator pick. Beautiful choice with the mute. I mean, if you could just play safely in corners with shotgun and mute jammer, you're in a good spot with mute, and that's pretty much how it goes. So let's take a look and see how he does. So I just don't love, they can just shoot this from the window, right? I mean, unless your castles that, even then, it could just get shot from the window. So I don't love this mute jammer, but it does something, I guess. I would rather just honestly just mute the wall. Just do 2 mutes on the wall, or mute the K9 door, or mute like top solar stairs so you can actually hold this space. This castle's awful. I mean, classic. There's proof. Even in Emerald, the castle players suck at the game. What do you know? Extending out, muting over here and holding over here is also great, just to, you know, have some space in the map, and then you can kind of fall back afterwards. It's something you definitely want to get into by the time you're hitting Emerald. So just some ideas to keep in mind. All right, then we got the K9, that K9 mute. That's great. Why is this mute jammer so good? I mean, just ask yourself that question. Why is this good? Why am I saying the things I am? Because if you think about it from an attacker, what does an attacker do? They come to the balcony. They try to drone. They can't drone. They can't shoot it. They try to go prone or something here. They're under the castle. They're easy kill, okay? Just remember to ask yourself questions when you're watching these. Why do we do this? Why is this good? There's always an answer if you just look for it. All right, we're checking cams. Getting absolutely no information, so, you know, at least we know we're not, well, actually, no, we're getting info. We know they're not coming this side, so they're probably coming solar, so we should reposition to contest solar. Okay, he is repositioning. Took a second, but he made the right decision. That's good. Just a little quicker is all, because they could already technically be all the way up at this point because we are not holding it at all. And as you see, they're literally all over the place. But like 45 seconds in, they could be in solar. So with just that time, that understanding is going to help us move quicker and make the decision faster. And the better we can do that, the less we'll get taken advantage of. And think about it. The higher rank you go, the more they will take advantage of you. Just like my girlfriend did with me last night when I pooped my pants, and then she ate it out of the diaper. Okay, cut that. Let's go back. All right, so they're up solar. Why? Because we did not contest it. So again, contesting solar, this castle also makes it free. This is the thing about the castle barricade, right? If you see this castle barricade, you want to do exactly what this other team did. Take this shit for free, okay? Because you have nothing to worry about except for the swing on this doorway and maybe like a wall bang or something. So if you get up on this castle, you have all this control. You're safe. There's nothing they can really do unless they blow up their own castle, which is kind of stupid, but in this sense, it's kind of smart. Obviously, you can't C4 it from this close. You're just going to die. So all you can really do at this point is sit here and hope that they don't drone you. But you have the mute jammer, so if they do, you're okay. But if they buck you out, they use a Grim, if they use any piece of utility on you here, you're forced out of this cover and dead to this guy on the window if he's actually holding you. So it's just risky to sit in this spot because it's a one-layer position, right? They break the castle, they grenade you, they Grim you, they buck you from below. If they do anything to clear you out of here, you have to run, and essentially you're dead from the guy big window if they're coordinated enough. They're not. They're Emerald. They suck. So you're probably fine. And this is the case in most ranks. You can probably just sit on the bomb site and sit in a corner and be fine. But it's just a little sketchy, so just keep that in mind, especially because this guy's pinning you down on the big window. So all you can really do here is just hold the rotate. I mean, you're aiming at your teammate. This is dumb. If they push, you're aim at the rotate, aim where they can come from, and you're pretty much, that's all you can do. Aim, ADS, aim, just aim, just aim, just aim. You're just not aiming at anything. You're literally doing nothing. You might as well go prone and shut your eyes and walk away from your computer and go take a dump, because that's how useless you're being when you're not aiming at anything. All right, perfect. Wow, look at him go. Look, he's aiming, guys. Why didn't you do that the whole time? Why did you spend 30 seconds that they could potentially push doing nothing? Also, you just need to hit a prone here. Like, if they walk in canine balk, like, I'm not sure if you know this is shut or not, but if it wasn't, they could just walk in and kill you, right? Look, you're in the middle of the open, or they push in from this way, or they just peek these head holes, right? So you're very, very exposed. Something to take note of if you're watching your games back. Just prone. Just prone. They can't see you if you're on the ground here, right? They can only peek you from this way, where you're looking. So limit the amount of angles that you're exposing yourself to when doing this kind of thing. Here comes one. He has not droned you. Why do we know that? Because the mute jammer. Oh my god, mute is so good. Such a good operator. It's crazy. You just play mute, you get to emerald. You can be 2 seasons in and get to emerald by just playing mute. I believe it. So he's holding the angle. This is great. It's fantastic gameplay right here. See, this guy is doing literally nothing, and he's doing great. Why can't you do that in copper and bronze, guys? Come on. Hold the angle. Boring is better, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice aim. Great work. I mean, absolutely nothing wrong with that right there. That's how you do it, okay? That's how you do it. Oh, switch guns, hold the angle again. Wow, it's actually crazy. Now, typically you want like a kind of a kill and move play style. So after you kill that guy, I'd probably move to a new position because now they know exactly where you are, right? So after killing that guy, you either got to swing the big window guy, which if you know he's there, and then try to cross, or you get aggressive with the shotgun here and swing and try to get another one before they can relay that information. Because at this point, they know for sure. Like, they've had like 10 seconds to react to your kill. They're probably going to clear you out of this position. The higher rank you go, the better they will be, right? So this Nomad in Champ, you're already flashed and dead. Like, this guy's already killed you after the buck. Like, he's there, pop a flash, he kills this first guy, and then there's another one, and it's you. This is a great reposition, moving up closer. Now, he still knows you're tight left here, so if he comes in pre-firing, you're still probably... I mean, you could win that with the pump, though. But, like, it's sketchy. It's a little sketchy. So if you can, maybe try to get over to the rotate through, or, like, play a new position behind the bomb so he doesn't know exactly where you are. As long as you're not in this corner, you're fine. But, you know, you could win this off a swing. There's a flashbang, and you're dead. What is this guy doing? This guy's a moron. Okay, see, this is the thing. This guy is really bad. So he just didn't peek you. He flashbanged you. You're fully blind. And then he just shot in the middle into the middle of the air and then died. That was stupid. You lose that to anyone who's better than that guy, right? So you want to make sure you're not in these positions for future reference, because if you lose that, you don't win it against better players. If you can't win up against better players, you can't rank up. And you have to win against better players if you want to win. So just a little reposition, or actually swing while he's pulling the flash, or swing a little earlier, right? Because you are in that 1v2, you have to get the picks back. Now, this 1v1, perfect. Perfect positioning, kind of perfect. I mean, he could technically peek into this and fry you, right? He can see your arm because of perspective, because you're close to the angle and he would be far. So just be aware of that. I would probably just play it from in the... I don't even know where you play this from. You have, like, no cover because the site setup has no reinforcements or anything. I mean, you kill the Nomad. You could probably push in the bathroom, hold this door. Hold this with the pump. Now, if he comes behind you, you have the pump range. You have the pump range here, and then you win that, right? So we break it down, we figure out what the best spot is. Next time, you know to do it. The pump's probably not the play here if you know he's coming here, but I'm assuming you can hear him running, which allows you to sit and hold and defend and play defense on defense and swing when he hears him. It's beautiful. Nice work. Yeah, that's how you win that 1v1. That was a nearly perfectly played 1v1, right? And that's coming from someone who's watching the game back and not in the heat of the moment. So very calm. That's how you clutch right there. You just chill out, make him push. You're on defense. He doesn't have the diffuser. He's got a plant. You just hold with the shotgun, pump him. Easy. Great work. That was a beautiful, beautiful 1v1. 1v2 was a little sketchy. Almost a perfect round, I would say, right? All right, just do another default site setup. This is good. We still have we're mirror tricking the main breach. This is crazy. Crazy gameplay coming out here. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I wonder what operators are banned. It doesn't show in the replays, but yeah, and you're in a great spot. At this point, you know they're not coming for the main wall. It's been a minute. You're holding the cross. I mean, a crossfire on blue is perfect, right? You're holding this. You have cover of the snowmobile. Why is this such a good angle? Look at this. From your angle, you can see their entire body in this doorway, right? But from their angle, look how small you are. This is what they see. This is what they see. This is what you see. Well, you're not quite actually you have to actually hold the angle. So you just want to be like looking like this so you can actually hold it. But hey, I'm not here to judge, okay? It's not that bad. It's almost perfect. Again, almost perfect. That's the difference between Emerald, Diamond, and Champ. Almost perfect gets to nearly perfect, gets to perfect. That's the difference. It's a small difference between the three. Okay, so there we go. And then you can swing off the info. This is better. Why? Because when he sees him cross, he can start to swing. They don't have cover again, and he wins the gunfight. So yeah, you're just chilling. You guys got the crossfire with the guy blue. Yeah. Literally no problems here. That's great too. Look. Cover. Look, he's in cover, guys, so when they swing, they don't know where he's going to be, and his little head is there, but he sees their whole body. This is why it's good. Look at Cade. Look at this guy. Moron. Look at this moron. He's just in the middle of the open throwing C4s at door frames. This guy's a bot. There's the difference. That's the skill difference right there. He almost C4'd himself. Look at this guy. In the middle of the open, peeking everything. Now he has cover. This is a better angle for sure, but it's not as well played as this mirror position. And honestly, at this point, if you can get these guys to just hold the back, you have everything, right? You have blue, you have main. They can't plant. You have the whole bomb site. If you can communicate, just, hey guys, hold back. I got this. Then you basically won the entire round. You can tell this guy watches the Poxonlox videos because he has just sat on site every round. And that's pretty much all you got to do up until like diamond. Like literally, if you are not diamond, just sit on site and you will get there soon. Now that was stupid. That was kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie. That was a little silly. Ooh. See that now we're playing too passive. This is the problem. So here's the thing. This is the one thing I think you need to improve on is that when you see people or kill people or give away your position, you reveal your position, you always sit still. And this is what's gonna change you from emerald to diamond because you can get to emerald doing this because the other team is not smart enough to know to throw a single flash, avoid you, pre-fire you, nade you, whatever. But once you start playing emeralds and diamonds, they will know to use that piece of utility to get rid of you. And if they know you're there, you are basically screwed, right? This guy main stairs, all he has to do is throw a nade. He just has to throw one nade. He walks down, he tosses a nade, it bounces off the roof. You have to run from the nade and he shoots you, right? Or this guy blue. What does this guy blue have to do? Well, he just needs to not die. He just needs to get to Cali and they can 2v1 your teammate, take the site, plant, and then you lose. So at this point, you have to do something. They know you're here. You have to swing the guy main and get that kill because this is an advantage gunfight, right? You have the bomb as cover. He's in the middle of the open. Look at that advantage. So fight this guy, then use this as cover, and then fight the back. You have to make the play. You can't just hide forever. Oh my God, here it goes. Beautiful. It was the right option. It was the right option. You just got unlucky. It was almost perfect. That you had, if you figured that out just a little sooner and didn't hold this angle quite as long, look at this. Look at this. This is what you want this to look like, okay? Where's that Cali? So we need to go back to when Cali was here. So when Cali crosses this line of sight, right? He runs across, you shoot at him. He knows you're here. You wait half a second. He doesn't re-peek. You stand up. Firstly, stand up, change your angle. He knows you're on the ground. You shot from the ground. And then you make that play. Look at this Brava's not peeking. The sledge is dead. And then you can actually survive the Brava. The problem is you waited too long and you did it really slowly. Like you peeked it really slow. If you just swing that guy with confidence instead of crouch walking up to him, this guy doesn't kill you. Okay, so you just do it a little quicker. You get the kill, you get into cover. This guy can't kill you, and now you have a winning chance and opportunity. So, but very, very close. The right idea, just a little too slow again. So this is, again, just developing the knowledge to know what to do in the moment and doing it right away instead of having that slight delay. Because the more delay you have, the more risk you put yourself in. But overall, I mean, it's really, really solid gameplay. All right, we got the bar hold. I'm not going to really mention the site setup at all. I mean, most of this stuff's probably fine. You really, normally you don't reinforce these, but you can if you want to play behind bar. That's fine. This is good. This is good. The head holes here are good. This rotates great. This is good. This is, I would do footholds here. And then like reinforce this so they can't get the long angle dining. Really depends what rank you're in. Most of you guys don't know how to play bar anyway. It doesn't really matter, okay? All right, so we're muting the bomb stairs. This is fantastic. Anyone walking up is going to get a shotgun. If they try to drone you, they cannot. So you're just sitting here and they're feeding you into a shotgun if they walk up the staircase, which a lot of, they have been doing. They have just been walking up staircases this entire game. So this is a fantastic approach already. Just get interrogation. Okay, all right, that's nice. So we got interrogation. Yeah, I mean, yeah, put the barricades up, dude. If you know that they're all outside baiting and you can't get any kills, right? You can see them all. Yeah, barricade it, dude. Barricade it. I mean, well, actually, that was actually kind of sketchy. Hold up, what the hell? Okay, he's around the corner. But, like, that's kind of sketchy. I'm not gonna lie. I probably wouldn't. But the nice thing about barricading the stuff now is that now that they're interrogating, they're all outside. They have to now retake the whole building, which takes a lot of time to do it safely. If you put those barricades up, they're probably hitting the site really late, especially because the interrogation came already, like with like a minute left in the round. So I think that's smart, but also the way you did it was kind of sketchy. So just be, I mean, it's better to play it safe in that situation. But now you know the back's barricade. This is a nice part about this being barricade. You don't have to watch this. So you only have to watch this single doorway, which is really nice, unless they push into sight from the other way. And they do have a drone on you, unfortunately. So this could get bad because, you know, no mute jammers over here, I guess. I don't know how actually. Where are your mute jammers? Oh, yeah, right. They hacked this one. Right. Anyway, you should be fine. You're in a good spot. Even if they want to try to push you off this drone info, you're in a good spot to shock them and win the fight, right? That is something you have to worry about. Stop throwing C4s, man. Your C4s are so ass. Like, what is this? You keep throwing shit like this. Just, if you literally stop throwing C4s, unless you, like, just, okay, don't stop throwing C4s, but learn how to use C4s. C4s aren't for, like, tossing over walls at the arc of a freaking McDonald's Happy Meal, okay? You got to throw them deep. You got to throw them deep. Like, they're planting and you can't stop it. This is when the C4 is perfect. Why? You're sitting here. You can make a hole here, and then you can throw it over here and land it here and blow them up, right? C4s are for when people are trapped or planting and you can't push up to stop them. Just doing it randomly over walls like that ain't going to do nothing, okay? Nice. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. This is how you 1v3 right here, guys, okay? Look at this. What's he been doing this whole round? Holding a shotgun range angle. What did they do? They walked into his shotgun. What did he do because of it? Shotgun him. That's how you play mute. Hold angle, shotgun, that's it. And then what did he do after he got the kill that he didn't do the first round? He positioned. He didn't sit in the same corner. He got into cover. He used cover in a new position. Look where Callie's looking. He's not even looking at the right spot. Why? Reposition. So what does he do? Smokes his ass. Boom. And now it's a 1v1. That's how you do it. Now what did he fail to do? Reposition. Why are you sitting in the same spot? You gotta kill and move. You gotta kill and move. You can't get... How did he just survive that? That's the problem. That guy's looking right at you. He knows exactly where you are. You didn't pick a new position. After you kill that Callie, get in front of the bar. Use the bar as cover. Sitting in the same spot after the kill is what lost you the clutch. You just needed to take a new spot. That's it. Just the same one you did with the buck. Callie didn't know where you were. Just do it again after you kill the next guy, and now you won't lose, okay? Because when you're pinned down in a corner, you're gonna die. And this game sucks, so like now it's crashed again. So this is every week now. Okay, so round 4 is broken. So I guess we're going to the second round of attack. Woo! Okay, so I'm not sure what happened on the first attack because game go break when I try to use it. So we're on gridlock. That's what really matters here. I honestly I've been liking gridlock lately. I think she's pretty good in the meta right now. I think she's fine. Whoa! I thought we were gonna have hands the whole time for a second. All right, open up garage door, add some pressure. That's great. Taking a default camera. That's great. There's just I think this is dumb. I think see that. Like, you could die from so many different ways right here. Bathroom window, west main window, even this window. A lot of people will hop out here and kill you. Piano window as well. So, like, there's a lot of ways to do it. They can hop out west main window and kill you. I just don't think it's worth walking into the middle of the open out here. Especially, I mean, you can jump out mud window. Like, there's a ton of ways you can get spawn killed here. So I don't love this. I think you should just walk down to the garage and just take this space. Like, drone this out and take this. This is great control. You know, these guys running around here, dead. If they cross, dead. There's no reason to do all this. That's my opinion. Now, you're trying to get to west main, so you're clearly just trying to hold the west main flank. There's no point holding the west main flank until you've established big garage, though, and you can just take this, gridlock this off, and then gridlock off your flank from here. There's no need to go to the windows. It is good, like in like comp, pro league. It's just completely unnecessary in ranked, in my opinion, unless you're like at literally champion ranked. Also, that gridlock is horrible. Like, they can just flank from both doors still. I don't know what you're doing here. So you've spent a minute doing nothing. I just want to point that out. You have done nothing. You're not even in the building. There's nobody anywhere over here, which you could have figured out with a single drone. But because you didn't do that, you have done nothing. You haven't taken any space. You haven't added any pressure because they don't know you're here because there's nobody anywhere near here. And you have thrown this gridlock. So I'm a little confused what the plan is. All right, another useless gridlock. Wow, that's actually crazy. You're 2 for 2 for useless gridlocks. Oh my god, 3! We got 3 useless gridlocks! Okay, we got one. We're 1 for 4 with the gridlocks. Okay, let's explain why. So we can still flank from trophy. We can still flank from kitchen. This only stops the other trophy flank, which is completely irrelevant, honestly, at this point. This one is in the corner. You guys hear my door just open and shut? That was crazy. This one's in the corner, and then this one is the actual good one. But look at this. It's actually, we're 0 for 4, guys. We can still flank from dining with this gridlock tracks interrupt. These are the worst gridlocks I've seen. We went 0 for 4 on gridlock placements. We're going to have to use our utility better on attack if we want to rank up, because this is maybe the most emerald attack round I've ever seen. Garbage utility, wasting all your time doing nothing, baiting, and now we are finally droning a minute and a half into the round when we should have been doing this a minute and a half ago. If you did this a minute and a half ago, you'd have all 4 gridlocks still, and you wouldn't have wasted the entire round, and you would have done something useful. Push. Take off the drone, bro. You just droned the staircase. What are you waiting for? Oh my god. Okay, so at this point, they could have walked out of sight and been here already and then killed you. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Also, you didn't drone this guy, so you're probably dead either way. Okay, luckily, he's really bad. Okay, he actually should have got both of you right there, so. Bad droning, poor gameplay, terrible grid. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. You went from insanely good defenses to widowy copper attacks, bro. Yeah, maybe hold the mav holes while your teammate's maving. All right, we're gonna need to simplify the attacks. The same way you have simplified your defenses, you need to do on attack. So what do you do instead of doing whatever the fuck we just watched? You drone this out, okay? You drone here. Oh, it's clear. Okay, you walk in and take it. You hold angle. Just like defense, you just hold angle. You walk in, take it, you hold angle. Anyone that crosses this now dies. Wait here for like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Someone crosses, someone gets aggressive. Easy kill. Easy kill. And then what do? Get in cover. Drone more. Now you figure out, oh, there is a guy sitting trench. Okay, this guy's sitting trench in the corner. That's a free kill. What do? You walk up, you hold angle, you pre-fire him. He die, right? Wow. Oh my God. Now all of a sudden, you just got 10 times the value in a single minute than you did in 2.5 minutes this round. And you have all 4 gridlocks still if you do that. I do want to point that out. Then you can just throw them on the stairs. The only flank route, again, is this staircase on you right now, unless they go trophy. But even in that case, this is still doing nothing because they could still walk around all of these and drop the hatch. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is just throw them all here. There you go. And now you'll have more time, more information. It'll be a better flank hold. Good grenade. That's good. And then push off that. Push off that. Push off that. No! What the frick, dude? Okay, hold up. We gotta explain. We gotta break this down. All right. So what is the problem with this, you think? What is the problem with this? So I'll tell you what the problem is. You naded this, right? Look at what this nade does. Look at what this say. Everybody in any rank needs to watch this right now. You threw this grenade pillar. This grenade pillar forces him off peeking it. He cannot peek you without getting exploded. Perfect. That's exactly what you want. Now, all you have to do is think, they can only peek me from here and here. So if they're not peeking you here, they can only peek you from here. And if they can only peek you from here, all you have to do is walk across with your sights up. And if they peek, you shoot them. And if they don't, you now have control of the bomb site. And then you look over here because the grenade's blown up and he might swing it. And when he does, you kill him. And because you didn't waste all 4 gridlocks because you're a smart guy, you gridlock off both sides and they no longer can push you. And you have the bomb site with the diffuser and you're planting the bomb. And when they push you through the gridlocks, you peek them, you kill them, and you win the whole round. But instead, you pulled out a grenade while peeking for no reason. So if he's holding the angle and they're not just stacked on each other, I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what's going on over here. But if they're not doing this and they're just sitting holding, you just got shot in the face. So don't pull the second grenade. Just peek with the gun and kill him, please. Instead, you did this, ran into a smoke grenade, almost naded yourself. Now you have no control and no utility to use anymore. So you're peeking the map holes. This is good. You might get a freebie. At this point, you need free kills. You need them to peek into this for you to get a kill, because otherwise you're screwed. If they don't peek you, you are screwed, because it is a 4v2 essentially back here. And they just keep peeking you. Okay, so these guys are really bad. So if they just don't do what they just did, they win. If you don't do what you just did before that, the nade thing, if you don't do that, they just win. But then they one-upped you in stupidness and pushed you in the last 15 seconds to give you the kills. But if they just don't do that, you literally lose the round. So this is what I mean when I say play defense on defense. Don't play attack on defense. These guys, they're playing attack on defense. They are pushing you in the last 15 seconds. This guy is playing attack on defense. He's peeking with 18 seconds. He's attacking. He's peeking. You're playing defense. You're holding angles. You're hoping he peeks into you, because otherwise you're screwed. Understandable, because you waste all your utility. This smoke, what's he doing? No, sorry, this Jaeger, what's he doing? He's playing attack on defense. You have to plant the bomb. You have 15 seconds. He can just sit here and hold. But what does he do? He walks into the middle of the open, which allows you to get a free kill. Oh my gosh. And now their whole team's dead, and this guy's in a 1v3 because he's the only guy that's playing it properly. And it's just so frustrating to watch, because the dumbest thing we've ever seen is what you did. The dumbest thing we've ever seen, and then you still won the round because they dumb-upped you by 1. You know, they one-upped you in dumbness, and that's crazy. All right, let's see what he does on attack this time. We're still in gridlock. That's fine. Great gun, whatever. Yeah, that's good. This is the difference between Emerald and Champs, by the way. Emeralds don't know how to use utility, and they don't know how to push, and they bait for kills. Once you stop doing that, and you start taking space, and you start playing smart, you'll get champion, because your defenses are fine. Like, your defenses are pretty good. Clean them up a little bit. It's the attacks that everyone lacks everything on. You sit and you bait. You're going to sit and wait on this roof for another minute, doing absolutely nothing, hoping you get kills. Stop playing for kills. Attack. Take map control. Attack the site. Plant the bomb. That's how you play this game. Play to win. Stop playing to get kills. It's dumb. It's not going to win you games. You're sitting on the roof begging for your teammates to do everything. Okay, so it's been another minute and a half almost, and you have done nothing. Again, you sat on the roof and did nothing. We're in the building. Why didn't we do this a minute and a half ago? This is what I mean. You end up just jumping in the building with no drones and no info. Like, if there's a cav, you get interrogated. Half your team's dead already, so you're not adding any pressure. You're not taking any pressure off them. And you're just baiting on the roof for kills, which is doing nothing. So just do this sooner. I mean, this isn't good. You're walking through the entire map. They could be in any corner. They could kill you from literally anywhere. It's not a good strategy, but if you're going to do a bad strategy, at least do it at the start of the round when your other teammates are also doing bad strategies, because it'll increase the chances that either of your bad strategies will actually work. Don't do nothing and then do bad strategy. Just do bad strategy if you want to do bad strategy. I mean, I'd recommend doing good strategy. But I mean, at this point, I'll take anything that isn't this. This is great. Block it off, take the peek. That's great. That's good utility usage. Okay, yep. Well. I feel like the fire extinguisher is a bug. Yeah, that smoke should be gone. Yeah, this guy saw your entire body. He had to have. No, that's just Rainbow Six Siege servers in live action right there. This guy just put 4 bullets into your dome. Seems legit. Seems legit. Yeah, you should be dead. That guy didn't even whiff. You just should be dead. Yeah, they can... I mean, see, this is the problem with your gridlocks also. Like, look at your gridlock again. Garbage. Like, you're not actually doing anything with these things, and you think you are. It's mad. It's maddening. I'm losing my mind watching you throw gridlocks at walls, expecting it to do something. And, like, you should be dead. You should be dead because you don't know how to throw a gridlock, even though it's the only operator you play, apparently. And then somehow you hit rejected every single time. I think you hit rejected your way into Emerald somehow. But yeah, I mean, a gridlock on the flank there probably would have helped. I'm just, again, I just don't think we know how to use a gridlock, dude. Moving on, we're in overtime because, well, I think we've explained through the gameplay why that is. Let's watch what happens. All right, we're on attack. Gotta say, I'm a little nervous for you if we're on attack. All right, let's see. All right, great pre-placed drone. That's info, you know. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to use it because you don't know how to enter the building, but that's fine. Great, take this. Look, it's all clear. It's all clear. Good. Hop in the window. What are you waiting for? Oh, your teammate's in. Wait, are you droning this guy in? Are you working with this guy? That's cool. I like that. Your teammate's underneath. You can't die to the hatch. That's great. Now what do you do? Well, you can't do anything because you don't have a drone up here. So I don't know what your plan is. Okay, so let's say there's a guy sitting in this corner. What's your plan? Oh, I'm just going to see. I'm going to see if you die to this guy. I'm on defense. I hold this corner. Do you kill me? You're dead. You died. Sorry. No drone. No drone. You just died. You suck. That's how you lost. You just lost to a champion. Why? Because I'm sitting in a corner. This is why you can't rank up, because you play champs in Emerald. You play it. You got to be better than them. That's the only way to rank up. You got to be better. If you don't know how to drone the first room you're entering, you are going to die. And half your team's dead because, again, it took you a minute to enter one room. There's no point droning bar if you're not taking bar. There's no point doing anything with a drone if you're not taking that space. Your IQ, he's not in bar. He didn't even go through bar. He walked up blue. He did nothing. Like... he's just walking around. He's not, I don't even think you're calling out. I don't know what's going on. All I know is you're doing nothing, and your team is dying, and you're doing nothing, and then you're trying to win a clutch every single round, and that's not how you do it. That's not a good way to play. Your teammate's bucking you. Okay, good. We held an angle, and then maybe we gridlock this off. See, we gridlocked this off. We're good to go. Now you're screwed, right? Like, these guys have cover. You're pushing into their entire set. Look what you have to push into. Aruni gates, mute jammers, Aruni gates, full reinforced walls, because your whole team's dead because you're not adding any pressure to the bomb site. Like, just drone out trophy and take trophy and walk up the stairs. You know what they did on their attack? Just do that by yourself with your gridlocks on your flank and with a drone and use your nade to blow up this stuff and throw your gridlocks and use your drone, and then you're good. Then you're good to go. Instead, you're like, I'm 10-3. My team's bad. I can't get out of Emerald. Oh my god, I almost got C4. That was crazy. And then you get your cheeks slapped. Oh, wait, you got your shit on that guy. That was actually kind of crazy. Is it winnable? Is it winnable now? Now it's not. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Whoa, where are we going? Where are we going? Yep, we're good. This works. This works. You've somehow made up ground. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem. You're pushing into the bomb site. You have no clue where anyone is, and there's a million different spots they could hide. If they just play it like you did the first round, they win. Like straight up, right? So again, push directly for the bomb site. You'll have the utility to do it. Like, their setup was so bad. Guys, look at this. You go up here. There's a mute jammer and a Rooney gate. How do you beat the setup? You shoot the mute jammer, right? Your drone gets jammed here. You lean, you shoot the mute jammer through the barricade. Boom. One of the two things stopping you is gone. Then you have the Arunegate. Burn it with a nade. Burn it with a gridlock. You have 4 of them. You gridlock it off. Now you drone out sight. Where are they? No, nobody here. Or there is a guy here. There's a rotate, and there's this. There's 3 ways they can come from, right? So what do? Gridlock off one, gridlock off the other, nade the other, push in, swing the guy, kill him, plant the bomb, you win the round. There you go. It's that easy. Instead, you're droning out bar, and then jumping into the map with no info, and then having to clear the entire map. You're making this way harder than it needs to be. Simplify your game plan. That's what you do on defense. Do it on attack. You'll be champ. It's that easy. Wow. Guys, I played like 4 games this season. I haven't even played because of cheaters. I don't know. I'm losing hope for Siege. I'll make a video next week on it. How I'm feeling about the state of the game and what I've been up to lately. You can play mute every single round, by the way. That's something I do want to point out is like just picking mute every round. That's a great play. It's a great play. He is the best defender in the game, probably. For everyone. Overall, for all ranks and all people, yeah, mute's the best. Console, PC, whatever. And this is good too. There's only one small issue with what you're doing right now. What is the small issue, you guys might think? I love that you're mute. I love that you put your mute jammers here. You know, these are a good jammer for your bandit. Maybe stairs, great. And then you have one blue. I mean, this one sucks. They can just shoot that. That's fucking garbage. Instead, you're like, I'm going to play up big garage. Okay. So why don't you put your mute jammers there? Jam your doorway and jam this doorway. You're just hoping they don't drone. But if they do drone, at least it's jammed, and then you can still sit here and they'll go to shoot it and you shotgun them. But the problem right now is they are droning you. There is a drone here. Oh, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. I mean, but if they do, there it is. There it is. You just got droned and now you're screwed. Why? Because you got to cross trench. That's going to be hard. So you literally have to sit in this corner and die. You have to play your life here, which sucks because one flashbang, one grenade, one piece of utility, you lose. See the problem? There's no layers. We need some layers. This would have been good with mute jammers. That's a layer. That's a layer we can add. Or, you know, you're playing mute and then instead of, you know, someone else plays mute and put the mute jammer here, then you're smoke. That's another layer. Now what you can do is you can smoke this guy off or smoke trench to fall back, right? But you can't do anything with mute. Like you're just stuck in this corner and you're really just hoping that they can't kill you. Holy fuck, we are playing the worst players of all time. Okay, again, if this guy is not this bad, like you weren't even looking at him. Oh my god, that guy is terrible. That guy is terrible. What's your excuse? Why are you not an emerald? Do you see what's going on? Why are you not an emerald? Nice try. I mean, that's all you can do, right? You're stuck in a corner. They know where you are. Again, one flashbang, you can't fight back. Cowley gave you the opportunity to fight back because he's so bad. Any piece of utility, you can't fight back. That's the problem with that one. And we end up losing the game. Well, it was a nice try. I mean, you got 12 kills, but they weren't as impactful as they needed to be. Defenses were fine. You had some good moments on defense for sure. I don't want to, take that away from you. But your attacks are the worst thing I have ever seen. And I feel like I say that every week, so that's bad. All right, see you on the next one, guys.